Hey y'all, I have to make this video real quick while I'm thinking about it, like while I'm getting the download. So, for a particular group of people, you have been on this arc, okay, while God has been flooding your spouse, right? He's been flooding out the things that were not of him, okay? This is for a particular group, right? Because not everybody is in the same season. So there's been a flood and you've been on this arc, okay? And while you've been on this arc, because you've been on this arc, right, and you haven't been able to see the things that have been going on, you haven't been able to see the things that God was flooding out, right? You haven't been able to see those things because you've been on this arc with the door shut, okay? The enemy has flooded you with distractions. He has used this to flood you with distractions so that you couldn't receive the revelation that you needed to receive. So here's the thing. You've had this revelation in your hands the whole time. But what has happened is the enemy has taken it and he has flooded you with distractions where you haven't received that full-on clarity of where you're at, what season, all of the things. And he has done this intentionally, right? He has used the smoke show, like the smoke and mirrors effect that's been going on because you've been on this arc while your spouse is out in the flood. While God is doing all that, he's used it to his advantage, the enemy has, and he's manipulated things. He's been able to just flood you with distractions so that you would not be able to receive the clarity and such that you've been thirsting for and searching for. The flood is done for who this is for. And now what God is going to be doing is he's going to be puddling out. What God is doing right now is he's puddling out the distractions. He's puddling out the water. He's bucketing it out, okay? He's scooping up that water that's been flooded, right? The water is starting to recede. He's receding that water, but he's receding the flood of the enemy, the distractions of the enemy, okay? And in this time, that's why he needs you in a consecrated state. He needs you to be seeking him right now in this time because he is showing you the things. Look, distractions. So, whatever answers you've been in need of, they've been in your hands the whole time, but the enemy has been twisting it, flipping it, all of the things. God needs you in this time to be in that consecrated state so he can show you where you're at in your journey. Because right now, what he just revealed to even me tonight, I'm like, whoa. The delivery that I posted about earlier, I would have never thought. I would have never thought that right now, okay? And the enemy has been hard at work with the distractions. And this comes from a dream that I had the other night, where I was basically on a highway driving, and that represents a journey, and I kept pulling off to the side of the road, off the side of the highway, and stopping and calling the police to come answer questions that I had. Police represent authority in dreams, which represent like angels, like divine helpers, and every time I called, the police would come up to the car and they would start writing down on a piece of paper my question so that they could answer it, and this person would come up behind them, the enemy, trying to attack them, and then it would distract them so they'd have to run off trying to fight the enemy off, and I would end up without my answer. So in this time, I'm just like mind blown because, like I said, right now at this time in my journey, I would have had no idea. There is a delivery happening in this time. There's deliverance happening in this time. That the enemy has tried to keep from you. Get in a consecrated state. Seek out God. Don't seek out videos on YouTube. Do not seek out your friends. Do not seek out your family. Do not seek out anything but God in this time. And he will give you the downloads and give you the missing pieces to the puzzle in this time. But you need to be consecrated. If you have to fast, fast. If you have to remove yourself from social media and any distractions, do that. I kind of ask God to meet me where I'm at right now because I have my kids. So that's a distraction in itself. But He has definitely met me where I was at tonight. And I'm mind blown, y'all. The enemy's trying to keep you out of it's sooner than you think, whatever that means for you. You need to be in position and you need to get consecrated. So there's that. I pray that this reaches who it needs to reach. I pray this blesses you. As always, if you feel led to sow, my information will be there in the description box. I pray that God bless you guys in return for those seeds that are sown. And I just pray y'all have a blessed rest of your evening. And I will see you on my next video. Okay, bye.